Woke up for the sun bled on the silo walls. Mud on my boots, answering nature's calls. Got dirt on my hands, a prayer on my breath. Working this land, cheating my own death. From dirt to dollars, yeah, we're making our own luck. With sweaty diesel, in a beat-up truck. This ain't no silver spoon, it's calloused hands and grit. Yeah, from dirt to dollars, and we ain't gonna quit. The bank man laughed, said I was just a fool, planting my dreams against all of his rules. But every planted seed was a promise in the ground, waiting for the rain to come and turn it all around. From
Hello farmers, welcome back to my hard survival challenge. Well, it's here. January 3rd is going to be the big day. Pretty excited to film this episode. I've been looking forward to it. So, if you don't know, if this is your first time watching, thank you. But this is sale day. We've been storing up some stuff to sell at our best time. And, well, everything we have is its best time. January seems to be the best price day for a lot of things. So here we go. We have straw. This is for the new people if they're watching. We have straw, a lot of straw, a lot of wheat, and a lot of hay bales. So we're going to be selling all of it today. So we have what we have on here from a previous episode. So we're going to load up all of our straw, I think, and take it in first, since we already have some on here. Hopefully we can figure out how to just get our straw and nothing else. I'm not sure how far this wagon reaches, so. Oops. Alright, hopefully this will go ahead and pick up all of our straw. Alright, looks like we got 65,100 liters of straw. Should have cleaned this so-called yard up a little bit. We're going to take a few things out in the process, but it is what it is. We'll clean it up later. Alright, so we're going to get over to... Let me just make sure here. I think it's going to be the farmer's market, but we're going to look and see. Okay, the farmer's market is actually not the best price for some stuff. So let's see what straw is. There it is. It's not. It's pretty close to the best price. December was actually the best price for straw, but should have sold it then, I guess. Yeah, farmers market's paying the same. We know our way to the farmers market, so that's what we're going with. So, I just want to tell everyone, thanks for watching. My subscribers, you know, it seems I'm growing a couple subscribers every week. It's not much to some people, but to me, it's a big deal. It actually has been keeping me very motivated to get these episodes done twice a week. If you watched me before, you've known I've said I was going to try to do once a week episodes was my goal, once every Tuesday, but seeing my subscribers count slowly going up is motivated me to take a little bit more time and try to get 2 episodes out a week. Can't guarantee it every week, like I said before, but once the role play series gets going, definitely only be able to do once a week for this episode or for this series. So. I know we've had bumpy go at it, especially the first few. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know what I'm talking about. We've had a lot of vehicle issues. The first truck I got was very loud and annoyed a couple people. Started getting comments on it, how loud it was. I tried to mess with the sound, but I am not the best at these videos, obviously, so I ended up doing a poll, and I switched trucks to a truck this style, but it was by a different modder. No offense to that modder, it was a great truck, it looked awesome, but the bed, there was something with the bed that everything I put in the bed would fall through. There was like no collision, I guess, on the bed. I do not know how to fix that. Some people probably do, but we wound up finding this mod, which is the exact same truck, pretty much. I mean, slightly different cab style, but same make and model. So I wound up just doing it on my own and switching to this truck by this modder, which I've said before is by Diesel Division Customs, I believe it is. Awesome mods. I actually have quite a few of their mods downloaded, and I'll be using them in my roleplay series also. So, alright, let's see what our first load gets us. $4,474. Awesome. That is enough for our bunker. So that's exciting. As long as which obviously they should, we have our hay bales. I think they're actually worth slightly more money. So, and then of course I'm excited to see how much the grain sells for. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. I'm going to go back to the farm and get the next load loaded up, head back, and I'll probably join you back when we're at the store getting ready to sell it. Alright everyone, we're heading back to the store. We're loaded down. We got some bales in my bed of my truck also, because apparently something happens with this trailer where for some reason it throws a few bales off the back. I haven't figured out why, but so I chucked them in a bed. It's a mixture of some straw bales apparently from the last load, and of course some hay bales from this load. Just a quick update in case anybody is concerned or wondering. I am thrashing away, I guess you would say, at this roleplay series. In the background, I'm trying to get it going. I have a goal in my head. I don't really want to say it yet for when I want to release the first episode. But it's getting closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release like an intro video. You know, it'll only be a few minutes. It'll be like a short little preview of the first episode. And hopefully get some of you guys hyped up about that. And then a few weeks later, I'll probably release the first episode. So it'll be like a little teaser. And then we'll do the first episode. So it's going to have I think I got a good story. So it's going to... Hold on, guys. Let me see what this sells for first. Oh, yeah. Money's starting to look better. Alright, so... Yeah, it's going to be like a little teaser. And then... said a couple weeks later we'll release the first episode. I have this like story all written down. I've been writing it. Kind of like a bunch of rough draft papers and stuff come to my head about how we can keep this story going for a while. And you know, I don't want the roleplay series to be 10 episodes and done. I want it to be you know, I want it to go for a while. I want it to maybe a few seasons or something, break it up somehow. And as the life, you know, of the character in the roleplay series goes on and on, of course, you know, about his life, slowly tell his past, you know, stuff like that. I have it all in mind, just trying to get it down from mind to paper. And then take it and make it into a story, you know, that's interesting to listen to and watch and get you guys involved, kind of. So, really hoping that's what it comes to, and I hope it takes off, and I hope everyone enjoys it. It's been something that's been a long time coming because I was going to do it in FS22, and then life happened. Real life got involved, got complicated, and some health issues and stuff like that. So I kind of put the YouTube thing on the back burner, so I disappeared for a while. If anybody's been around for when I used to do videos, and then took like I don't even know how long it was. I know it was at least 6 months. It might have been closer to a year hiatus from YouTube. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. We never know what life's going to deal us, though, so. I still got the stupid cough. If you guys don't know what that is, that's a side effect of my blood pressure medication that I had to be put on. So we are working on that, so hopefully I can eventually get rid of that. But anyway, off with that stuff you guys probably don't want to hear about. Real life, so. Anyway, we're back here for another load. And there's more strawberries. I don't know what happens with this trailer. We might have to replace this trailer eventually. This is kind of... I don't even know if this is a real auto-loading trailer. I downloaded the auto-loading mod. I think it's the mod that I'm having issues with. It kind of turns every trailer into auto-loading, I guess. Why is my truck... There we go. So I guess I'm going to have to pick these up and hand load them again. So I'll bring you guys back when we're back at the store again, I guess. Alright, everybody. We're almost back to the market. Like I said, we're struggling here with this trailer, so it's probably going to get replaced. I'm probably just going to trade it out for another bale trailer. For some reason, like I said, it keeps kicking bales off. And I got a heck of a mess right now back at the farm. I'm going to have to go back up. Probably hand load the rest of the bales on there because they're scattered. But you can see what we got on here. Still got us a decent little load. Another $5,800 roughly, give or take. Not bad, so. Whoa. So I'll go back and get the rest of the bales. And then we'll bring you guys back again for when we're back at the store, of course, but right now it looks like we're glitching. What the heck's going on? So, yeah, it's not going to be a big load by any means, but it'll be probably be a, a little bit more money, of course. But then we'll figure out how we're going to sell all of our grain. That one's going to be interesting. I don't know exactly how we're going to do that yet. I would like to get a trailer, but like an actual grain trailer. I do have our small grain trailer, which I did find out that you can extend the sides on it, so I might do that. I think it gives you 5,000 or 6,000 liters. So obviously that's going to be 2 or 3 times back to the market again. But that's basically what this episode is just seeing where we are when the dust settles. And don't forget, we are going to harvest our grass field again and our other wheat field again, and then that's when we're going to at least our wheat field. The grass field actually might wind up getting turned into silage this time, so I gotta decide on whether I'm just going to go ahead and buy the pit and get our silage started, because that's where we'll start making the big money, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and get this mess cleaned up, get these loaded up, and bring you guys back when we're back at the farmer's market. So you can see the mess I have. Alright everyone, sorry about that. It was there for a second if you saw it. I thought I'd already hit the record button. No, I didn't. So we sold those bales. They were only worth a little less than $1,000. I think it was 970 or something. I don't know. I caught a glimpse of it. I was too busy worried about trying to get the record starting. So our bales are done, I think, unless I find some more randomly laying around the yard where the wagon screwed up. But so our goal now, of course, is to get the grain taken in the sale. Hopefully that's going to give us a good chunk of money. Like I said, I want to get the silo pit, or whatever you want to call it, the pit for the silage started, and then the wagon to pick up the grass, and of course I want to get a greenhouse, at least one, down, And then we got to get a water tanker and stuff. I probably will put like a well there beside the camper. Just so you know, so it gives us water. I'm not sure if that's free water, if it charges us for it. We'll have to see. And so I'll get a small tank to fill up the greenhouse, because I think that's all they pretty much take is water. Whoops, sorry about your field. Alright, so I don't know if these will load on here automatically. I hate to try this, but let's go ahead and let's see. So we don't have to buy a grain trailer. How would that work? Or should oh, I have the I guess it don't work with those. Anyway, so what we'll do is I'll go to the store and take our little dinky trailer here. I'll probably sell this hay wagon, to be honest. Or, like I said, trade it out for another. Whee! Nobody saw that. As he does it again. Alright, so I'll run this over to the store. And I guess put the sides on it. And we'll do it the hard way. I will check our used vehicle mod, the thing that I have, just to make sure there's no cheap grain trailers. So if there is, obviously I'll probably sell this freaking thing and buy that. I have to make sure I save it though, because sometimes when I go into the used vehicles, my computer crashes. Don't know why, but it does. Doesn't happen all the time, but it happens sometimes. So while we're here, I'll go ahead and do save game. Save game again, just to be sure. How much money do we have? I want to make sure I keep enough money for the used vehicle mod. There we go. We have that guy, which is we do have the sprayer on sale. That would be something. So I think it sprays. Probably sprays stuff to kill weeds too. It'll be a lot faster than our weeder. like that, obviously. That's a lot of money. What's our other options here? Probably just put the sides on our trailer. It's gonna suck because it's gonna take forever, but we can hand lift those pallets because I have the liftable pallet mod on. But I was really trying not to do that, and the tractor is just so freaking hard with the the problem we've been having with the tractor. I pulled in the wrong spot. The problem with the tractor where the brakes like take forever to stop the freaking thing. It's so hard to hand load stuff. We can't take that because that's part of the store. So. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the sides on this. Customize. Alright. $500. Well, hello there, Johnny. I don't know why I said that. Oops. We didn't do that. Be nice if I could put the grain in the bed of the truck like you could in real life, but I mean, I can put the pallets in there, I guess. Do it that way. We might put a couple pallets in the bed of the truck. If you guys don't know how this mod works, you pull up to those crates that our little hand harvester puts the grain in the crates. Well, you can pull a trailer up to it and fill the trailer up from the crates. Obviously, it's not the most realistic thing, but that is what it is. We're not doing a role play on this series, so. It's just a hard survival challenge. So we're going to go ahead and pick all these up first. Oh, it sells the crates and gives us money for it? Okay. Well, I didn't know it did that. Does it take money when we use the crates? I wasn't paying attention to my money. We might have been losing money on it. I mean, either or. It is what it is. We lost a lot of money when we got glitched on that grass field, so I'm not going to complain about it if we're making $150 off the crates. Because we should have had another harvest out of that grass field. If you guys didn't see the previous episodes, we went to roll that grass field and we got a glitch. And it destroyed our whole grass field. And so we had to replant the whole field and refertilize the whole field and basically do all that. So we lost one harvest on our grass field. We would have had more grass bales or hay bales that we didn't We probably lost out on about 100 and some bales. So, now I want to fill this up as far as I can. And then I'm going to detach the trailer. That's unfold the tailgate and see if we can put some up in here. Like I said, we have it set up so we can pick these up because they're liftable pallet mod. So we're just going to go ahead and go with it. I know it's not the most realistic thing, but if I turn these sideways, I'll probably get more in here. Or how does that work? Can I get two in here like that? Hey! What the flip? Kind of. This way, we know it'll only take us 2 trips to get this done. Alright, here we go. So, almost 10,000 liters of grain heading to the store. Alright, so we're gonna... What the... Crazy driver! Alright, I'll go ahead and just get to the farmer's market, and then I'll join back with you guys. Alright, well I just realized that when I was looking to make sure this was the best place to sell, we technically should have sold our wheat in December, and that's my fault because apparently in December it was a little bit more. Right now it's dropped a little bit. I'll go ahead and show you guys. So December it would have been around $400 some. Right now we're at $379. So we're gonna take a little bit of a hit, but I'm not holding on to it any longer. We need the money. We got to grow the farm. So actually, I think I need to go to the other side for wheat. Don't I? So we're gonna go ahead and just get rid of it, obviously. Why is it not dumping? Don't tell me we're glitched again. Oh, there it goes. Alright, not horrible. I don't know why it took so long to dump that. I was hitting the button, but I wasn't doing anything, so... Anywho. We're going to go ahead and drive like a bunch of knuckleheads and go back to the farm, get another load. And I'll join you guys back when we're back at the farm. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to back this up in here. And we're going to start refilling this. Honestly, when this was all said and done, I was hoping to have about $30,000. We're never going to make it. We'll see. Obviously, our next big sale, or whenever we get a decent amount of money saved up, so I want to start expanding our farm. I want to buy that piece of land right there that connects to that field first, and just slowly work my way up towards the road. So we can start turning this into a bigger yard, but that's going to be a long ways off. We're going to need a lot more money for that. That's why I want to get into the silage, the greenhouses, stuff like that, start making more income. Alright, so we gotta get the rest of this into our truck. We're gonna have to put that small one on top, I guess. So I'm not making another trip for one little small box that barely has anything in it. So this pretty much be what we just sold again. Because we're gonna have I think we'll have a little bit more in this one because of the extra box. Plus, I think we have one box that wasn't quite all the way full, so we'll be making a little bit more money. Come on, man. Why are you giving me such a hard time this time? There you go. Alright, so put this one up on top here in the front. And hit that with the strap. we go. Alright, let's go see what we got. This is going to be our big number. I don't think we're going to hit our 30, unfortunately. This hard survival, hard mode, is no joke in this game, that's for sure. It definitely takes forever to progress. We also got to start worrying about gas and repairing equipment, other stuff, because I have that turned on too. So I know there's some things I don't have turned on. I don't even really have seasons turned on in this game mode. I probably should, but the level of difficulty is already pretty difficult now, so I hate to make it even harder on us. I do want to tell you guys one thing while we're here, while I'm blabbering. Hope you guys don't mind. This is kind of a sale episode and going over some future things for the channel. This series, Dirt to Dollars as I call it, a hard survival challenge, is not going to stop with this season, I guess you'd say. This is pretty much season 1. This is going to go on. I'm just going to do it on different maps. You know, fresh start. Once we get built up, really go on and have, you know, ridiculous, you know, amounts of money coming in or whatever. Get to a point where I think that we're progressing very quickly and the series is kind of getting boring. I'm basically going to sell everything and just basically take my truck, which will probably be this truck. It'll probably go through from series to series to series, or season to season, I mean, and basically start off on another map just like we did this one, you know. We'll start out with the same kind of equipment and, you know, maybe a different tractor. It'll be different type piece of land, different map, different crops, but it'll basically be just continuing on different maps. If you guys like this thing, hard survival challenge. So here we go. Here's the moment of truth. Well, never mind. Wrong side. How many of you guys were just yelling at me there? Moment of truth is coming up. We're gonna see how much we have. Drum roll, please. Are we even gonna make 28? Don't look like it. Maybe. Oh, so close. Alright, so there's the magic number, guys. We ended the sale day from 600 and some odd dollars to 27,913. Now, obviously, there is a couple things that could have did different there. Could have sold the crop, some of it in December, some of it in January, because December was a little bit better. Are we going to hold on to it for that long again? We'll see. Silage is, let's say, it's going to be our next big crop. Unfortunately, this map does not have alfalfa on it, or we definitely get into growing that. Maybe the next season. That's something to look forward to. Definitely like alfalfa. It's something you can cut pretty much anytime, grow anytime. Unfortunately, it's not on this map, so, which is Elm Creek 25, by the way, if you guys were wondering what map this was. Anyway, we're going to get back to the farm, go over a couple things real quick. And then we'll see what happens. Alright, that's better. Alright guys, so here's the deal. We're at $27,900. You guys need to let me know in the comment section what you would like to see. I can't guarantee I'm going to get those things because the way I'm filming this, I'm probably going to film the next one before this one's released. It's just the way my work schedule works and everything. It is what it is. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to answer and reach out to everybody who comments on my videos. That's my goal for this. I'm going to try to get to everybody. Obviously, if the channel ever blows up, I don't know how that's going to work. But for right now, I have very low subscribers, very little viewers. I can easily answer everybody. Whether they're going to be in the very next episode, my work schedule, I have to film 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 of these videos in one weekend. This is the only time I have to do it. So, I apologize for that aspect. But I like for you guys, I like to interact with you guys, see what you guys think. Just, for the future of the channel, gives me ideas what people want. I may want something that someone else might not. I don't know, but I appreciate every view, every subscriber, every comment, every like. That's just awesome and amazing to see that. To see my channel reaching out to people, just something I really enjoy. But anyway, I want to start utilizing the used sale thing I have. I've had it on since the beginning. I haven't really used it. I want to start trying to. If, as now that we're getting more money coming in, we're going to have more opportunities to buy stuff probably when it's on sale. And if I know I'm going to need it in the future, I may go ahead and purchase it. So that's something I want to start doing. We can save money that way, help grow a little bit faster. As far as what we're going to do with this money, like I said, we're going to get a silage pit and we're going to get a trailer for sure to pick up the grass. From there, I don't know. I would like to get a bigger, better tractor, possibly maybe a bigger baler so I don't have to use that hand baler anymore. I want to slowly start getting rid of the hand equipment, obviously, just because it takes forever to do stuff with it. You guys don't really see that because a lot of it I speed up 4, 5, 6 times. And so some of these things I'm spending 2 hours, working in getting something done. You guys only see, a short period of it. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching. It's awesome to see that I actually have some money now to move on with this. And hopefully in the next episode, we're gonna get that silage pit down, get that going, and possibly putting some grass in the silage pit within the next episode or 2 for the first time. Thanks everyone again. Hope to see you in the next one.